Spy News. This podcast present by Spy News Agency. Chinese balloon had tools to collect electronic communications, US says. China's surveillance balloons have flown over more than 40 countries and are directed by the Chinese military, the State Department said. The FBI is studying debris. Washington. The Biden administration provided its most comprehensive description of the Chinese spy balloon that traversed the United States last week, saying on Thursday that the machine was part of a global surveillance fleet directed by China's military and was capable of collecting electronic communications. The conclusions were outlined in a State Department document, which said the U.S. military had dispatched Cold War-era U-2 spy planes to track and study the balloon before a fighter jet shot it down over the Atlantic Ocean on Saturday. China's spy balloons have flown over more than 40 countries across 5 continents, the Biden administration said, and appear to be made by one or more companies that officially sell products to the Chinese military. That finding underscores questions among U.S. officials over the ties between some civilian-run enterprises in China and the country's military, in what American officials call military-civil fusion. The U.S. surveillance planes took images of the balloon while it was still in the air. Its visible equipment, which included antennas, was clearly for intelligence surveillance and inconsistent with the equipment on board weather balloons, the State Department said, a rebuttal to the Chinese government's assertion that the balloon was a civilian meteorological machine that had strayed off course. The balloon episode has led to a surge in U.S.-China tensions at a time when the relationship is already at one of its lowest points in decades. Although top American officials say they intend to keep channels of communication with China open, the clashing narratives over the balloon are sowing more conflict. And the Biden administration has begun a campaign to inform countries around the world of the extent of China's spy balloon program and its violations of sovereignty, in the hope that other nations will push back against Chinese espionage activities. Investigators from the Pentagon, F.B.I. and other agencies are examining the debris that the U.S. Navy has pulled from the shallow waters off the South Carolina coast. F.B.I. officials said Thursday that they were analyzing material from the balloon's body, wiring and small amounts of electronics found floating on the water, all from debris that was handed over starting Monday. Investigators believe that the bulk of the electronics is scattered on the bottom of the ocean, FBI officials said. The balloon was 200 feet tall and had a payload the size of a regional jet, U.S. officials said earlier. For further related videos we'll upload in the next part of this channel.